Hola, bienvenidos. Welcome back to Betty's Sweet Spot. This episode is for adults only. And by adults only, I mean people over 26. I know you think you're grown because you're 18, but studies show that your brain is not fully developed until after 26. So you see, that's why you guys be doing so much dumb shit. Making bad decisions because your brain is still being developed. And on top of that, you are putting alcohol and other pills and other drugs, which even messes you up even more. So you guys can tune out, and for the rest of us, stay tuned. Welcome back to Betty's Sweet Spot for grown-ups over 26. I voted for the new law, and a lot of my friends did, but one of my best friends, George, he did not. And the reason he did not was because he knew that it was going to drive up the prices and increase the demand, which would decrease his supply. So I took it up on myself to go and do a little research for you guys, and here's what I found. Now, a lot of my information is from the Medical Marijuana ID Card Program. But here's the catch. In order to qualify for this particular card, you need a doctor's recommendation. If you have a serious disease or glaucoma or AIDS or something like that, you have to get a rec from your doctor and then take that downtown and fill out all these papers, and for not more than $100 you will get your card. But you don't have to pay state taxes whenever you make a purchase. Okay, now the second one is the regular rec that we've been using for the last, 10, 12 years. You can get one of those for about $35, and if you're renewing, you can get it for $25. Now with one of these rec cards, you pay a $15 excise tax and a 9.5% state tax and a 5% city tax. It brings the total to 29.5%, which the grand total now is from $30 to $38.85. Okay, now the last one, and this is for the people under this new law, recreational use. You have to pay the 15% excise tax, the 9.5% state tax, and the 10% city tax, which totals 34.5%, which brings a $30 eighth to $40.35. A whopping $10.35 increase. So, all you need though is a driver's license, but they haven't actually started that yet. So for the next month, you can still get your marijuana at the regular prices. So it seems like my friend George was right. I saw this commercial the other day on marijuana edibles, and I'm like, whoa, look how far we have come. Now, when I was in Amsterdam wow, that had to be about more than 40 years ago. I was singing background behind Gary Wright. And we were in Amsterdam, and drugs were legal there. There was no crime. The heroin addicts, they got their medicine for free. They had wonderful medical insurance for medical care there. And they even had legal prostitution, you know, married women prostituting. I mean, the streets were just so clean. Never seen anything like it. And so places like that, I mean, it's like they've been way ahead of us. It's interesting, though, the other day I heard on the news about Trump saying the shithole countries and not wanting those people, but the people from Norway and like Sweden and Amsterdam, he would welcome them, but they don't want to come to this shithole country because there's racism, there's homelessness, they put people in jail for drugs, there's police brutality, you know, there's illegal prostitution, there's all these problems with insurance and medical care. All that is covered where they are. Why the hell would they want to come here? So that's a whole nother subject. I saw this commercial. I was watching Ellen show, and I saw this commercial with one woman was like, I eat edibles because it helps my glaucoma. Another guy, I eat it because it helps my arthritis. Another guy, I eat it because I like it. Another girl, I think she said, I eat it because I like to get high. And the bottom line was, it's all right long as you don't drive under the influence. So don't drive while being high. And that's my message also. So I did a little bit more research for you guys. So I went to the co-op and I got a couple of edibles that I would like to share with you. Okay, so the first thing that I purchased was Mind Tricks. And this one is salted dark chocolate with walnut. It's kind of like almond roca. Now, I tried this a little earlier, but I'm almost out I'm almost out. But this is what it looks like. Okay. Delicious. It really is. I would eat it if it didn't have marijuana. This bag is 100 milligrams.
So it's 10 pieces? 10 pieces?
Kind of like that. I don't know. I ate them so fast. I don't know. The other one. Is Flavor X Watermelon Belts. I used to use these belts. Not these, but I used to use belts when I used to sub or, you know, when we were off track. The kids would work for candy. Like homeless people would work for food, kids would work for candy. I would say the first 10 kids who bring me their assignment, I'll give them a sour belt. They stop talking and they start to work. So I was blown away when I found sour belts in the store, in the meat shop. Look at them. Okay, now I'm gonna have to try this for you guys too. There's like 10 of these. They're like twice as long as this. 10 of these, and they're each 10 milligrams a piece. And I'm gonna have to sacrifice and taste this for you guys. Woo. 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 I love it. It's like Wasabi. Love it. So, here you go. So you should try those. They're only $10. And it is so good. And it helps heal so many of your ailments. But I have to tell you, you need to be careful of the gummy bears. Maybe you need to start off with a leg. And then wait a bit and do the other leg. And then wait a bit and maybe just bite off the head. You know? Because you could get so messed up, you'll just be doing like I did when I overate those brownies. I had some brownies and I got to eating everything. My stomach stretched all out. And I got so sick I was throwing up and shitting at the same time. It was terrible. So be careful because you cannot gauge. So just take it a bit at a time. There's this guy, his name was Joshua. He was an avid weed smoker. He woke up smoking. He went to bed smoking. He smoked, you know, all during the day. But he kept a job. Okay, so the story goes, he died. And he went to hell. He woke up and he was like, I'm in hell? There he saw a mountain of weed. And there were wraps. Swisser, sweet wraps, whatever they're called. He had those, he had zigzag papers, and just buds everywhere. And he's like, damn, this is hell? Whoa, man, to me, this is like heaven. So he's like, let's fire it up. Where's the fire? And they're like, oop, no fire. No fire? No fire. So the moral of the story is everybody has a different hell. For him, not being able to smoke was his hell. What is your hell? I would like to thank you for joining me on Betty's Sweet Spot. And I want you to give me thumbs up. I would like comments also. And subscribe. Again, thumbs up. Like me. I know you love me, but I need you to like me. Alright? Alright. Peace out.